Hi everyone, Angela again. I'm here as part of my project Brain Injury Support, Education and Awareness. Today I'm actually going to speak to you about one of the modalities of assistance that I have found to be beneficial for myself and others have found beneficial when it comes to learning to live with a brain injury. And that is physiotherapy. And there are many different aspects of physiotherapy when it comes to living with a brain injury and the recovery of it. Now, for myself, I'm just going to talk about me for the moment. For myself, I use physiotherapy in a few different ways, and I actually have 2 physiotherapists and a trainer that I use for the results. I see one physiotherapist, and she really assists me with pain relief and to give me a bit more motion in both my face and in my neck. And that's because she does skin needling, and it makes a huge difference. If anyone's had skin needling done, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Those that haven't, the best way that I can explain it is she'll put the needle in position and give it a little bit of a jiggle or a wiggle, and she's obviously hit that particular nerve that's tight or needs assistance in some way, and she may pop it in and give it a wiggle and the foot kicks out or the arm kicks out or whatever. So everything's connected within the body, obviously, but I've just found that skin needling really does help in relieving some of that pressure and relieving some of the pain that I do experience. I then use another physiotherapist because I've just found that he works better for me in strength training. Like for instance, I personally actually didn't even realize until probably about 3 years into my recovery that I did have limitations in the right side of my body. And when I did, about 2 years ago, I think it was, I did an assessment with Dale, and he established that I have 30% use of my right arm in particular. So he's given me strength exercises to work on building the strength in my right arm, and it has made a huge difference. In fact, I'm actually going in next week to get retested, so it'll be interesting to see how much growth I've had in that area. Also, Dale has also given me some exercises and has given me some information that I've passed on to my trainer when it comes to exercise and building overall body strength and body health. For instance, I tend to lose balance when I'm standing up in one place for more than about 10 seconds. So when I'm at home and I'm doing a session with Aslihan online, everything I do lying down or sitting up, and everything I do with bands as opposed to free weights at the moment, because I'm not confident and she's not confident that I'm not going to drop a weight on my foot and break a toe or drop it on my face or do some damage with the weight in some way. So at home on my own, I use bands. And when I go into Aslihan's studio, 90% of what I do sitting down again. And that just means that I can make the most out of, because she's with me, I can use weights and things like that again. But again, I'm sitting down, so I've got that balance. And if I drop a weight, well, I'm dropping it on the floor, and if I don't have that extra loss of balance where I fall over, if that makes sense. So that's how physio works for me. But for somebody else with brain injury and some other symptoms that they may be having, there's other things available as well. One thing that I have actually discovered recently, and it's available at a place down on the Gold Coast, and this machine amazes me. I've just got to read it. It's called Intelligently Controlled Assistive Rehabilitative Elliptical Trainer. So basically, it's a weird looking contraption in that it's kind of like a shoulder press machine mixed with a rowing machine, mixed with a exercise bike with platforms around it and a harness that's suspended over the machine. So obviously for those that have lost the use of their limbs, you get strapped in all areas, and the machine does the motion for you. Here I am sitting on my chair doing the motion. The machine does the motion for you, and what this does is it's muscle strengthening, which is great. It helps cardiovascular, helps with mobility and balance, increases that range of motion, and it also helps with muscle memory as well as neuroplasticity. So, and as I said, I only just found out about this machine, and I just think it is amazing because so many people would be able to benefit from it. And I'm sure this isn't the only place that has this machine, but what I'm saying is contact your local physiotherapist, contact your local rehabilitation unit or like your spinal unit, because they will have that information of where a machine like this may be available. You know, I have seen some amazing things. You know, there's a gentleman that I know of who a few years ago, this guy was in a wheelchair and told, you know, you're not going to walk again. You know, he's now walking marathons, and this guy walks like 6Ks plus a day, and I'm lucky to walk 10 meters. You know, and then there was footage I was watching last night that was just gorgeous, and it was a mum who posted video footage of her daughter who looks to be about 10 or 11 years of age. Now, she was a quadriplegic not that long ago, and this young girl, through physiotherapy and exercise physiology, she had a stack of yoga blocks as tall as she was, and she kicked. Standing on her own, she kicked the top yoga block off this pile and then roundhoused the rest of it and knocked them all to the ground. So physiotherapy can do enormous things for you. You know, nothing's a quick fix, nothing's a cure or a quick cure or by any means. So you still have to put the work into it. But physiotherapy is certainly going to give you that assistance and the tools that you need to help your body and your mind be fitter and healthier for this new life that you're now facing. It took a long time for me to find the right physiotherapists for what I needed and people that I clicked with. So please don't be disheartened. Just like any other professional, if you go in and you don't click with your physio, you don't feel they understand you, they don't talk the same language that you do, that's fine. Call and make an appointment with somebody else. You know, there is someone out there who you are going to connect with and who is going to be able to get the best out of you and who you can get the best out of as well. So there's physiotherapy. That's one of many different modalities that are available and that you can use when it comes to brain injuries. Click the, don't forget to like, subscribe or comment, and just keep an eye out. We'll be adding to these as well. So thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.